pop out of the chat.
Wait, where are you? Wait, where are you?
I'm here.
No, you're not.
I'm here.
You're gone.
I'm not here.
You're gone.
Oh no, no. Did I?
Did you close out of it?
I think I may have. Yeah. Let me open it back up again. I'll hook you up. Share your screen.
Wow, I got stood up by Ape of the Hour. Sitting alone here with my Coca-Cola.
Sorry.
There you are.
There I am.
There you are.
Sorry.
Welcome to tea time.
Well, thank you for having me, even though we're not really drinking tea.
Yeah, so today, me and Ape of the Hour are drinking... I'm drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola. Are you drinking a can, or are you drinking also a bottle?
I too am drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Fancy, son. You know what? I'm gonna give us some Coca-Cola bottles.
Nice.
On the table.
Uh-huh.
And then we can be immersed in our tea drinking that is...
Oh man. Popular Twitch streamer Prismaya states that Pepsi is better. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Looks like someone's gonna get banned.
I guess so. How to get banned in 5 seconds.
You know those speedruns? There's people who like speedrun getting banned on particular websites.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are really funny.
I do too.
Okay, we have our bottles of Coca-Cola sitting in front of us now.
Imagine trying to get speed banned, like speed fired from work.
Dude.
Like there was like, I used to work at a movie theater and one guy was like, I wonder what you'd have to do to get fired from this place. I'm like, let's find out. And I pretended to like tilt over the popcorn machine.
Oh my god.
Coca-Cola.
Some of the things like I feel like to get fired over, there's a lot of bad shit that's happened in my store. But as long as you say it's an accident, they don't fire you.
Well, there you go. It was a prank. It was a prank, bro. Don't worry. It was a prank.
If you said it's a prank, I guess maybe that would be a little bit different. But if you're like, oh no, I didn't mean to, they're like, okay.
I didn't mean it.
Like, for example, not too long ago, one of our freezers was opened all night. So everything in the freezer was thawed. And we had to sell everything in that freezer that day and the next day because we have a two-day shelf life for some of our pastries.
Yeah.
And the person who accidentally left the freezer open, all they said was oops, and they didn't get fired.
Oopsie doodle.
Yeah. So, you know, I feel like if you were to say oops, it was an accident, chances are you know, you wouldn't get fired. As long as you had a story to back it up, you know? Other like let's say if you set fire to the store, like, oops, I accidentally set fire to the store.
Oops, all marshmallows.
Yeah, oops, I broke all the windows.
That's a what was it? That was a cereal for a time, wasn't it? It was like oops, all marshmallows. I wonder if the employee that did that didn't get fired.
Dude, he probably got
did he get a promotion? Maybe that was the legal loophole. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Perhaps.
I know who would actually get, because there was an actual cereal like that. Well, who would in their right mind just eat dehydrated marshmallows?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
So I used to do that, but like I would eat around the marshmallows when I ate Lucky Charms. And then I would eat the marshmallows last. But like that wasn't like a bowl full of marshmallows, right? It was just like the cereal and then marshmallows afterwards, right? Oh, apparently you're louder than me. Let me turn you down. Okay. Speak, Ape. Speak. Oh, you're still too loud.
I agree. I agree with you, Mika. I don't like marshmallows even on a good day. Not really the biggest fan.
Wait, how come I can't turn you down? What the hell?
I don't know. Why do you still have that Coca-Cola selected? I can see the border around it.
Everyone else can't see it, but
I see. But I can.
But
see everything.
Yeah.
I see everything.
This is why I really love using Veto tube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like to like give you guys the balance. Or not the balance,
the control.
The control, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. I just read balance from Prismaya, so my mind was like, ah, yes, the word balance. I'm looking for the word balance. Do you ever have moments like that where like you're looking at something and then you see a word or you see something and you're like, that's what I'm looking for, but like you're like, oh man, I need a cup for my juice, and then you're like, I need a car.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Those good old Freudian slips.
It's not really much of a Freudian slip, more of your brain can't process 5 things at once.
Yeah, I'm not smart to think of 2 things at the same time. But yeah,
now, if I said I have a monkey brain, would that be offensive?
I mean, I'd probably look at you weird. I'd probably get a little bit peeved at you, but otherwise, no. It's okay.
So do you want to, since we've started already, do you want to tell us about yourself, what you do, where you came from, your favorite soda, your favorite ice cream, the last 4 digits of your social security number,
all right,
your mother's maiden name, your high school, the first pet you owned.
Oh my god. All right. Well, hello everyone. I'm Ape of the Hour. I'm a very simple ape with a very fragile heart. I like long walks on the beach. And I love cats. I love every kind of cat. But I know that's a problem. Because I can't own every cat. Nah, I'm joking. I can't hug every cat. See, Mika gets it. No, but I'm Ape of the Hour. I can hug Hilda, yeah. But can't hug Hilda. But I'm Ape of the Hour. I'm a stuff maker here. I make YouTube videos. I stream. I do podcasts. I'm an ape of many hats. Let's see. You said favorite soda. I have to think about that one.
It's not Coca-Cola.
An ape of many hours. Coca-Cola is okay, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola is like the white cake of the soda universe, okay? Everybody likes it, but it's nobody's favorite.
Whoa! What if white cake's my favorite?
Oh,
what if vanilla cake is my favorite?
Well, I'm sorry. But no, I'm joking. I like vanilla cake too, but I'd say probably my favorite soda would be... It's a tie between Dr. Pepper and like Orange Fanta.
Ooh. See, like close mine, yeah. Dr. Pepper as well. Close second, cream soda.
Oh, that's fair. The thing about cream soda, it freaks me out because it tastes like cream, like a milk product, right? But it's carbonated, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it.
I don't know why they made it pink of all things. Pink cream soda. That's the weird thing about it.
Well, I know, Akira, in different parts of the North American continent, cream soda is different colors. I know, around me it's usually just like a pale beige color.
Yeah, there's like a brownish color that I've seen before.
Light brownish. Sometimes it's pink. I know in Canada it's pink.
Yeah.
And but I know also Barks, that soda brand, which I think is actually owned by Coca-Cola. They have a cream soda and it's red. Very bright red. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's so many different colors.
I mean, that's the reason why blue raspberry exists. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry, but it looked too close to like fruit punch and cherry that they're like, we need to make this different somehow. So they made it blue, and that's how blue raspberry came about.
There you go. There you go.
The flavor.
I know. I think in terms of like old-fashioned sodas, like the kind of soda fountain ones. My favorite are I love root beer. And
yes,
I love root beer and I like cherry soda.
do you like the fountain Sprite?
Depends.
See, I never knew what people meant by the spicy Sprite because I never got fountain Sprite. I always got in the bottle. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Sprite? Isn't that spicy? And I thought it was like,
Sprite.
I thought everyone was just being a fucking like memer saying like, oh yeah, haha, we're white, we can't handle spice. But no, I went out and I was like, how spicy could it be? And I realized it's not spicy. It fucking hurts to drink.
Yeah, it does. It's battery acid. I think the carbonation to like syrup ratio in like fountain Sprite is usually a little bit higher than normal like canned or bottled
That
Sprite.
would make a lot of sense.
I think that's probably it. They probably make it a little bit fizzier. I
There's
don't know why.
There's a TikTok or a Vine, I can't remember what, but you know how it comes with like water, like carbonated water, then the syrup, carbonated water, syrup.
Oh.
Somebody timed it so they got all the syrup ones and missed all the like water, and I was like, how bad is that gonna taste?
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. I had to change soda tap machines so many frickin' times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're an ape of many jobs as well, as I hear.
Yeah, that's true. I worked at, I think I told people that I've worked at a movie theater before, and whenever the carbonation, an ape of many employers. That's a good one. Mika out here with the sly jokes. But yeah, I used to like change soda all the time, and if there was an imbalance, in the thing, I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to change it.
Is there a way to tell? Because like I can't tell.
You have to taste it.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Speaking
usually,
of which,
then usually you usually have to look at it. So like if it's lighter in color, then obviously you're running low on syrup.
Mhm.
But then like if it's like overly sweet, that may mean that you have more carbonation or something like
So
that.
I've actually had this experience. I was at a Taco Bell.
Uh-huh.
And I was having a miserable day. I was just absolutely like trashed. I was just so sad. I was like, man, I just want my comfort Taco Bell. I went to go get a Baja Blast, and I got it out of the machine, and I went into the store for this because obviously whatever. And then I got it, and then I got in my car, drove back home because I live really close to the Taco Bell. I sat down. Oh wait, this was my Taco Bell eating stream. That's what it was, yeah. So
it's documented.
Yes, there's a stream where I ate Taco Bell on stream, and I went into the store because I ordered a lot of food, like a lot, so that's why I went in. But I remember having a bad day too. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like waiting for my stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I get home, I set everything up. I take a sip of my Baja Blast, and I'm just fucking disappointed. You can like, because it was mostly water. There was like no syrup.
Stinks. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember. I just remember being so upset, being so sad. That stream was great though. Yeah, I ate Taco Bell with the shell on.
I wanted my Baja to be blasted.
Actually,
but only my taste buds got blasted.
I'm thinking maybe I wasn't sad. I think I might have been stressed out over the Taco Bell because I was starting soon, I think. But I just remember being like, I gotta go. Like, I don't want to be here. Have you ever you've obviously tasted that though, like a lack of syrup, right?
Yeah, I've had that before.
It's
where
like
I'm like drinking like Dr. Pepper and like, flavorless. Tasty.
I mean, it's basically just club soda at that point, just with a hint of Dr. Pepper, right? That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Club soda is just basically carbonated water, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just carbonated water, seltzer water.
All right. Something that you said earlier. Something that I want to talk about. You said that you were a stuff maker.
Yeah.
And people are like, what the fuck does that mean?
That's my word for content creator. Because I don't like the word content creator. It seems so corporate.
It really does.
That's just me, because it's like, I understand why people use that term because it's very like catch-all. You don't want people to go like, well, what do you do? Well, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. As opposed to, I'm just a content creator. Versus something like, I don't know, like artist.
Yeah.
Or like entertainer, all those like
Another one,
those romanticized words.
Another one that's been super popular recently is the word influencer. And they're not necessarily a content creator, but they're an influencer. Even though they make YouTube videos or they make Instagram posts or they would do whatever, they're called influencers. And I think that's like an interesting title.
I don't know. I don't know about that title either.
I don't like it.
Like,
honestly, personally, I hate the idea of influencer because I don't want to be influenced. Don't influence me.
Exactly. Don't influence me. What are you doing? I'm not gonna buy your stupid Raid Shadow Legends. Like, what do you? But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's like I'm influencing trends on the internet. You know, I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
Like, I just prefer like I make stuff.
It seems so pretentious, honestly. It's like, I'm an influencer. Like, I can tell people what to do. It's like, you can't tell me what to do.
It's a very hard like title to give something like that, you know. Like, you know, I understand the need to have like a word for somebody that just makes stuff on the internet but try to make it sound a little more elevated, but you know, content creator for me just sounds, I don't know, very 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 like corporate, like very he's a content creator, he's turning out content every week with this amount of viewership and blah 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 blah.
See, here's the thing for me. I understand like it's a more corporate side for you, and that's why you call it stuff maker, because you make stuff. For me, I'm okay with the word content creator because it's content that people consume. And so to me, content doesn't have content creator doesn't have a hard take to me, because I'm also like an artistic person who likes to create things. So the idea of creation is I guess the word that I get that gets me there.
I guess the word that I'm really not content with is content. But you know, because content, it's just like, content.
It's very generic. Content.
Yeah, it is. It's a very generic, like in unspecific, like a video creator or like a something creator. I know back in the days we'd just say, you know, like artist or something like that. But like art has such a heavy like connotation stuck to it too. Like one of my favorite ideas is when I was in collab, I was in an art class, and my art teacher's like, now look, there's a difference between making like high art and just making things. Okay, he's like, what we do in this class, we're making art with a lowercase a. Okay, we're not making anything super big. Okay, this isn't going into like an art museum. Versus making things like art with an uppercase a.
Yeah, I feel. I know what they're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like art has just like a high standard for some things, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And one of the hardest questions I've been asked was, I think Mika, you asked me, is like, hey, Ape of the Hour, is Brutalism considered high or low art? And I'm like, well, I'm not sure what you mean by that. And she's like, okay, I'm not explaining that to you. Goodbye. I'm like, what do you mean by that, Mika? And she's like, oh, never mind. Goodbye. Art is things you make.
I would say art is something that you make. It's just so the thing that kind of throws things off balance here is money.
Yeah, of course.
When the money gets introduced into all of this, that's when things get a little a little dicey.
Yeah, I know. Whenever money is involved, it gets dicey.
At all, like money involved or anything. When YouTube became monetized, you know, and people found ways to exploit that, it got really fucking dicey.
Yeah, it did. Oh, I can make money off of videos. And then, like, I was, sorry, go ahead.
When multi-platform channels came out, like the one that comes to mind is Machinima, because they owned so many channels.
Oh yeah.
You had to sign with a multi-network channel to get the money, because they are the ones paying for advertisers and stuff like that. And then that was like when, you know, YouTube first started being monetized. It was such a mess, and people were like, well, you have to make this amount of content within this amount of like in this amount of time frame, and you have to have this amount of viewers, and if you don't, we're going to deduct some from you, and like we're going to take some money from you. And then it's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pain. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember seeing like I think one person who was part of like Machinima, they showed one of their contracts, and it's like they had to make a certain amount of videos within a certain time frame in order to remain like part of Machinima. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I know the contracts were like time based as well. They're like so one of the I'm not sure like if multi-network channels still exist, but one of the big things that people should be looking out for if they were to join one is an out clause. If there's a way like, I do not want to be part of this contract anymore, there has to be a way for me to get out of this with minimal damage, I should say. Like, because like if you sign that, like you basically just sold your life away.
Yeah,
you're locked away in the little basement in a cage with a typewriter. Like, type, monkey, type.
We own you. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to look for. Remember when, was it the Fine Brothers a few years ago? They tried to like make like React like a multi-channel network, and people were freaking out about it.
Specifically, they wanted to trademark the word React.
Yes, I remember that, and people were freaking out. It's like, well, React videos are just like a genre of videos. How can you copyright an entire genre?
So I understand both sides here. This is gonna be like a little in depth here, but so the Fine Brothers tried to copy or trademark the React name. They weren't trying to trademark the React formula, but the React name, like kids react to, elderly react to, teenagers react to. That's what they were trying to trademark. But the thing is, the word React is so generically used that they couldn't really do it. They couldn't copyright it for sure, but trademark maybe.
Yeah.
So that's why they would try to trademark it. And what they would try to trademark specifically was the way that everything was formulated. So basically, showing the clip, showing people watching the clip, showing them reacting as they're going, interviewing them afterwards, and then that was the formula that they had. That's what we're trying to trademark, which is fine, but it's so generic. It's so generic.
Yeah. It's so generic
that, you know, it's not that creative. It's not unique, and they try to make it a brand.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you really can't. That'd be like if like one news channel like copyrights the way they present the news, but then like everybody else is like, but we do it the same way. It's just like a common.
It's like, hey, you can't have a weather segment. We have the weather segment.
We have a weather segment. You can't have a segment about sports. We have a segment about sports. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's our thing.
So yeah, that was the whole thing was about.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just a fucking mess that they tried to do it in the first place. I understand what they were trying to do, but like also at the same time, fucking do better.
I know, it's strange.
Hey, people, money. Again, it's money.
Money.
It makes people do weird things.
Money.
Money.
I think there's tons of videos of like, it's just a crab walking along.
Yeah.
It's like money, and then somebody like,
dude, crabs,
like I think of the,
they're
crabs, man.
Their crabs are so crazy.
I know, right?
Do you see them like rip their fucking arm off because like it's like heavily damaged and it's like hurting them, so they just clip their fucking arm off and just walk away?
Yeah,
it's like so crazy.
It's like Ghost in the Shell. There's a scene where like she has to rip her own arm off. It happens. Crabs are metal. Yeah, they are. I mean, I think of all those times that people have died and then they're just having a party. They're just like dancing on some beach somewhere. It's crazy. You know, they're crazy. I think there was this joke that we had for a long time that eventually everything just evolves into crabs.
Yeah, no, that's like a meme or something. Like, so there are so many like animals that are related to the crab family. Because how evolution is pointing us towards is that we need exoskeletons, and we need, like, I don't know, whatever crabs have. So things are slowly evolving into crab-like creatures.
I see.
Just because they're efficient. Like, the way they live is efficient.
I see.
And so that's where that came from.
Yeah, crab people.
I
know what you mean.
I don't
like. Go ahead.
Would you want to be a crab person?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a person.
Person.
Crab. Oh my god, make a crab girl with big boobas. I don't know about that.
Yeah, a crab girl with the big crusty.
Oh no! Akira, how dare you put that mental image in my head?
Oh, did you see? Hold on, this is kind of related. Did you see that tomato that looks like Mr. Krabs' ass and pussy?
Oh yeah, I have. Unfortunately,
it curses my nightmares.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
It's okay, drink your cola.
Really a fan.
Drink your cola.
Yeah. Oh, it's already drank, son.
Oh fuck! What? You drinking your tea now?
Yeah. I should, but no, I haven't got the chance. Here, I'll go get it. BRB.
All right. So now while Ape is grabbing his tea, it is me, your host, Akira Dolce. Oh, hi, doggy. Doggy's here. Yeah, crabs, though. They scare me. You know, crabs should scare me. They're kind of like arachnids. Booba!
Booba.
Thank you.
Sorry, let me do this. Booba! There we go.
Yeah, crabs. Do you think crabs would like scare me because they're kind of spider-like, but they don't?
Kind of. I mean, Akira, there's something I could tell you, but I don't think I should.
the spider crabs with the really long legs.
Yeah.
So I realized it's not the legs that scare me, it's the way they move.
Ah, I see. Oh yeah, because like spiders, I know they have their legs are held up by like hydraulic suspension.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when a spider dies, its legs curl up
Mm-hmm.
because it's no longer held out anymore. Yeah, spider crabs are freaky. No, but I watched a video of a guy. Well, actually, I probably shouldn't say. I don't want to skeeve you out.
Is it spider related or crab related?
Spider related.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll stop you whenever I'm getting a little ugh.
Yeah, I see. Well, he was just talking about how to eat various different kinds of bugs, and he was like, "Okay, this is a tarantula. Tarantulas are actually arthropods, so they're really closely related to crabs and spiders like that."
Mm-hmm.
And he like decided to do like a tempura of it.
Dude,
it was already dead, and the venom was denatured, so that means it couldn't poison you anymore. But he like fried it and he ate it, and he's like, it tastes just like a soft shell crab.
Are you familiar with Hachama?
Hachama, the streamer,
the VTuber from HoloLive.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I've heard of her.
Hachima cooked a tarantula on stream. Well, not on stream, but she made a video of her cooking a tarantula.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hachima cooking. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, you know, supposedly that Akira, that could be the future. They say that because a lot of bugs that are like made for human consumption, they're farmed. And they actually produce a lot less CO2 and stuff like that, other than, you know, as compared to other types of animal farming. So who knows? The most common bug that's made for human consumption is mealworms.
I was gonna say it's mealworms, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mealworms.
You know, they say that bugs have a lot of protein in them, so
they do. Supposedly they do. I know mealworms. They taste kind of nutty. So, like the guy in the video, he was like preparing mealworms. He's like, they go really well with chocolate.
You know what else goes well with chocolate and nuts?
My mom. I'm sorry. I was thinking of it. Regular show. I'm sorry.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, that's true.
Coffee goes well with nuts and chocolate.
I see.
Yeah. Specific. Oh, also strangely enough, citrus.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Have you? So there's like this trend that was going around about like 4 or 5 months ago. Have you ever had espresso and orange juice?
I have not. No.
So that was a thing that was that what people were into for a little bit. It's actually really good. If you like the roastiness of coffee and the sweetness of orange juice, you'll like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah, at work, sometimes I'll grab an orange juice and some espresso, and my coworkers think I'm fucking crazy. Like, it's fine.
It's good. It's fine. I know an interesting thing that I found out about recently, Akira, is supposedly fresh coffee, like some types of like fresh roasted coffee, contains it's called cucumber aldehyde, and it's the smell that that is associated with cucumbers. So there are some people that will have coffee with cucumber. It's a weird combination to think about.
I see. No, I feel it. I'm understanding it. I'm getting it.
There was this one bartender. He has this video. It's called like Vladflix or something like that. But he always makes these like really quick like YouTube short videos on cocktails, and so he made one with coffee liqueur and cucumber, and he said it was really tasty.
No, I can see that. It honestly doesn't sound too far-fetched. However, I will say I do not like liquid tasting like cucumbers.
Yeah, I mean, I like the taste of cucumbers, but you know, that's just me.
See, I don't
cucumber.
mind. I don't mind.
I know cucumber aldehydes and other stuff other than, you know, just cucumbers. Like, I think watermelon has some cucumber aldehyde in it, you know, which makes sense because they're both types of melons. But you know, didn't know that.
Cucumbers. So there's that Gatorade that's like cucumber lime flavored or something.
Yeah, the cucumber lime Gatorade. Yeah, I've seen
fucking
that
hate
before.
it.
I imagine the thing is, like, cucumber for me has to be fresh. Oh no, you got hit.
Yeah.
But
throwing bikes.
You got hit
throwing bikes at
on
me.
stream. Don't throw bikes at a kid. Yeah, the thing about me, like, cucumber has to be like a fresh taste. Like, to have it artificial doesn't seem right.
Oh, artificial cucumbers taste like butthole.
It does, yeah. I don't like it. I don't dig it. Artificial other stuff is fine, but like artificial cucumber, yeah.
How do you feel about artificial banana?
Ooh,
this is a hot topic. Some people really love them, or some people really hate them.
I like it in candy and nowhere else.
Oh, like the banana flavored marshmallow?
Like banana runts.
Oh,
like those kinds of candies. I like it there, like in hard candy, and maybe even like in bubblegum or like maybe like taffy or something like that. But other than that, no, I like banana, and I don't know about banana and other things.
I do know that the artificial banana flavor is the original banana flavor.
Yes.
Because the original bananas have gone extinct because of...
Well, they're not extinct exactly, but they are not cultivated anymore because of threat of disease. Yeah. Well, they are still cultivated in some places, but they're not, they got turned over. Like, the original banana is called La Gros Michel, which is French for the Big Michael.
Hey,
banana.
Hey, baby, show me your Big Michael.
Show me your Big Michael. But it, but of course, yeah, like you said, I think in the 1960s or 70s, like there was a disease that occurred that threatened it, because the thing about bananas is we've cultivated bananas to the point, like snack bananas and things like that, to the point where they're virtually seedless, or they do have very tiny seeds, but they don't really grow anything. So all bananas are basically clones. They're grafted. They basically cut down the tree, take the stump of the root, cut it in half, plant it somewhere, plant that other one somewhere else, and then let it grow into a banana tree, and then just repeat the process.
That is so scary. As soon as we lose all the bananas, it's no more bananas for the rest of the eternity.
Yeah, basically, and for that reason, it has a lot of bananas for human consumption don't have that much genetic diversity. And basically, Akira, this is a fancy fact. Every banana you've eaten has been a clone of the banana before. So you could have eaten the same type of banana twice in your life, or more, maybe even more.
That's scary.
And because of that lack of genetic diversity, it makes them very susceptible to diseases.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and so that's what happened to La Gros Michel. It got a really bad, virus broke out, and so they were like, "Oh crap, we got to do something else." So that's why we switched over to our modern bananas, which we've had since then, which are called Cavendish bananas, and they're not as juicy and they're not as sweet as the Gros Michel, but the big things that a lot of people that want banana sellers look for are their ability to be shipped and how handheld they can be, that sort of thing. Because that's the thing, what made bananas so popular is it's a snack with a wrapper.
For real.
Yeah, so you could just eat it and then just throw away the rest.
So what are those small bananas that are they're literally handheld? They're they fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those are very popular in Southeast Asia, and I had a lot when I went to go visit a lot of the countries in that area.
Those are good. I like those. Those are actually a different species of banana.
Yeah,
but they're cultivated in the same way.
Yeah,
when I get them, they're called baby bananas. they have a different name.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I actually prefer those bananas. I'm not sure if I'm allergic to them. I am allergic to the standard banana, the U.S. standard American banana.
Yeah, I know. The lengths at which this country has gone for bananas, I tell you.
But yeah, I'm allergic to those. Alexa? Was that Alexa?
Sorry. Yeah, it was. I think she heard her name. I don't know. I don't know. I had to tell her to stop.
But yeah, I'm allergic to bananas. I'm not sure if I'm allergic to the smaller ones because I didn't realize I was allergic to bananas until halfway through college, actually.
Interesting. Here's a question for you, Akira. Are you allergic to latex?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. Because usually it seems a lot of people that are allergic to latex have a crossover where they're also allergic to bananas.
Oh God, thank God it's not me.
Yeah, it's a very common thing.
I wear latex gloves and latex other things.
Oh, Cody brought up plantains. Plantains are they're related to bananas, but they're kind of a different thing. Just technically, did you know that sweet potatoes aren't directly related? They aren't related to potatoes. They're in a different
they're a
family.
Yeah.
But plantains are basically that. Plantains are basically potatoes that grow on a tree. they're just really starchy, like bananas that aren't as sweet, and so that's why people fry them.
I just want to point this out here. This was totally unintentional talking about bananas, but here we are with Ape of the Hour with banana facts.
I know. Gotta love it. You love to see it. I know a lot about bananas. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
I think bananas are just the most interesting fruit, lore wise.
I know. Lore. I mean, Akira, they are the fourth most cultivated produce in the world. In the entire world, bananas are the fourth most cultivated, and that's after grains. So that's after wheat, rice, and corn. Bananas are the fourth most cultivated.
So what's 1, 2, and 3 then?
Wheat, rice, and corn.
Oh, I thought you meant okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, grains. Well, I think it's wheat and then corn and then rice. I think rice is the third, or it could be the second. I'm not entirely sure.
It better be rice.
I know it's those three because corn
is used for a lot of things. It's crazy.
It really is. It is because it's at least I know corn is subsidized a lot by the United States government.
Mhm.
So corn farmers get a lot of money for growing corn, and then they have a surplus, and they're like, okay, where do we put it? And they're like, okay, I know where we put it. We put it in drinks. We put it in snacks. We put it everywhere.
Did you hear about the American cheese cave?
Cheese cave. Do tell.
So America produces so much cheese that they have no idea what to do with it.
Yeah.
So instead of like selling it, and because like no one's gonna buy this much amount of cheese, instead of like, you know, selling it because no one's gonna buy that much, or like, you know, donating it or whatever, they literally found a cave, insulated it and all that stuff, so it's you could store things in it, and shoved a shit ton of cheese in there.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, dairy is subsidized by the U.S. government a lot. A lot of this Akira comes from the Depression era, where farmers were like really down on their luck, and so like FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, with the New Deal, he's like, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna subsidize all these major things in the U.S. to try to get them back on top, and these have to be things that can be very easily stored. So he invested in farmers that grew grains, and farmers that grew and farmers that had dairy, particularly cheese, because cheese is basically milk that is that you can store for a longer period of time. And it's been that way ever since. It hasn't changed. And many people are complaining because now we're not really, well, I mean, we have some economic problems, but it's not as bad as like Depression era America. So to the point where like, why don't you try to subsidize, you know, actually like healthy vegetable farms? Like, I don't know, like spinach or something.
Oh man,
like
I would love if we subsidized spinach, man. I fucking put that shit on everything.
I love spinach.
Oh, it's so good.
Like healthy vegetables, fruit, stuff like that. Because then that would be more, you know, those farmers would get more money to grow things that really people need, and that would drive down the price of those things, so that, you know, spinach and other things like that isn't as expensive. Well, as it is now, because they're growing all this surplus grain and corn, they gotta go like, okay, what can we put it in? We're gonna put it in snacks. We're gonna make chips out of it. We're gonna make, you know, garbage out of it. We're gonna put it in soda.
So what you're telling me is that if we subsidize spinach instead of corn, the price of Doritos is going up.
Yeah, basically. Essentially, yeah.
All right, gamers, emergency! No more spinach!
No more spinach. We have to have our Doritos.
Dorito time!
No, we have to have our Doritos. Yeah, basically. You know.
But you know, I'm fine with that. I'll give up Doritos if it means having more spinach.
Yeah, less Doritos, more kale chips.
Oh dang! Yeah, you know, I would go for that.
Spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach. Not my gamer chips. But yeah, things like that. I know there are certain places in the U.S. where, because of travel and, you know, logistics and everything like that, grain is much more expensive. In Hawaii, it's expensive to buy things that use like mainland U.S. grains. Like a box of cereal costs like $10.
Dang.
Yeah. So they go like, yeah, that's okay. I just eat local stuff instead. So like, my parents were talking like to a tour guide when they were in Hawaii. He's like, yeah, so instead of having like a box of Life cereal, I'll just eat a papaya for breakfast or something.
I mean, yeah. No, speaking of which, when I went to Vietnam, when I was visiting Vietnam,
yeah,
I would have steak and noodles for breakfast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear what different cultures have for breakfast, because it seems like most cultures eat something savory for breakfast.
Yeah. It makes more sense to me anyways, because like when you eat something that is more higher in like protein and stuff like that, you'll have more energy throughout the day than a grain in the
guess what, Akira? Why do you think that is?
Because of the farmers.
Yeah, the farmers got subsidized, and now they can grow more things that have corn and wheat and stuff. So he's like, okay, we got to put it somewhere. We're gonna put it in cereal. Stuff like that. Yeah.
That reminds me. The food pyramid I bet you have some opinions about the food pyramid.
Oh yeah, that was developed by it's for the same reason, the Food and Drug
Department of
Administration.
Agriculture, not the Department of Health.
Agriculture. Yeah, and the
Agriculture.
And they got to help. Oh, hello there, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Thank you, Sanji, for the raid. My name is Akira Dolce. I'm just talking, having tea with my friend here, Ape of the Hour. Do you want to introduce yourself, Ape of the Hour?
Yeah, hello, my name is Ape of the Hour. I'm an ape on the internet. How's it going? Basically.
Yeah, we're just talking about anything that really comes to mind. This is tea time. So hope you guys have a wonderful time and enjoy the conversations.
Hang out, have a cup of tea. I command you. You have. You have to do it.
I guess I can get rid of your Coca-Cola since you finished it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna get rid of your.
It's all gone.
Get rid of your.
But yeah, the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Health, they got together and they made the food pyramid. And guess what's the most important meal on there?
Grains, baby. Grains.
Yeah, grains and bread. Of course, that's changed over the years, but originally, when I grew up as a little apelet, that was the food pyramid for me. Is the big thing at the bottom was grains.
Mm-hmm. Has that changed? I haven't been following food pyramid stuff.
Yeah, it has changed a bit. Where now it's like, instead of like levels, it's like slivers of a larger pyramid.
Mm.
I know one of the interesting things is part of that pyramid, they have like one thing they added was like oils and fats.
Oh, that's interesting.
As a important part. Because I mean, you do need a little
That's
bit
true.
of oil and fat. But, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was with that one with where it's like you need 6 to 8 grains a day.
I know, right?
That's so excessive.
Oh boy, I sure love carbohydrates. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Agriculture. I appreciate you giving me 8 grains. I'm gonna eat just 8 bagels.
I'm gonna eat 8 bagels and 500 slices of bread. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna be detrimental to my
Dude,
health.
I can just barely finish 1 bagel.
Really?
Yeah, like I finish 1 bagel and then like I'm good for like 6 hours.
Goodness. I'm sorry, I can't relate. I eat so many bagels.
There's nothing wrong with the bagel too. It feels so much to me.
Uh-huh. I know what you mean.
But here I am eating 2 tuna sandwiches.
I know.
I made a ton of food actually before we went live, and I can't even eat it.
I just had like a double cheeseburger. So
oh,
you're good.
the American standard.
Wait,
is that American?
Burgers?
No.
Yeah, it's usually they use it with the White House. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I get it.
I don't know the whole. I don't remember the name.
What's the British one? Yes.
That one.
Yeah. I wonder. Does Canada have one? I guess it is just. I guess it is just our anthem.
Yeah.
Every time a Canadian shows up, it just dun 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 dun.
I always think of Johnny Bravo. He's like, there was an episode where he was in Canada and he was like stopped by the Canadian mounted police, and he's like, no, wait, I'm Canadian like you. And he's like, oh, Canada, something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
Moose
sounds. Canada is. I don't know how I feel about Canada. I love Canada, but at the same time, I'm like, I wish I wasn't Canada.
Never been. I'd like to.
Actually, I think I'd prefer to stay here.
That's fair.
Yeah. If you visit Canada, make sure you talk to all the moose. Make sure you pet all the beavers.
I will.
Have a poutine.
I'll have some beaver tails, some poutines, some Arctic char. You know.
Yeah. Play some hockey.
Yeah, play some hacky. You know what I'm talking about.
I honestly have no idea what people think of when they think of Canada, because I just live here. Everything is just, you know.
For some reason, when people say Canada, I think of forests. I don't know. That's just.
I mean,
me.
there are forests, but mostly in the northern parts of Canada, where no one lives.
Yeah.
Did you know that the majority of the population live, I think, 200 miles of the border?
Wow, really?
I think so. It's either 200 or 400 miles or kilometers. I can't remember, but yeah. We live so close to America. Most of us, like all that land, we live mostly on the southern part.
Yeah. Well, it's probably really cold up there, I imagine, in the more northern area.
Yeah, and the sun gets all fucky the farther up north you go.
That's true. See, maple syrup, hockey, poutine. Yeah, I think of those things too, but I mostly, for some reason, when people say Canada, I conjure like these really like large forests with some guy in like jeans and like white, red checkered like flannel shirt, like trying to cut down some trees. I think of lumberjacks.
Speaking of flannel, someone brought this up, and this was totally unintentional. I was just trying to be unique, and just stand out a little bit. As you can see, my sweater, my jacket, features a plaid design.
Yeah.
I did not even mean for that to be a thing, to be Canadian. And somebody's like,
it's comfy. Okay, it's comfy.
Somebody was like, "Wow, you have plaid on your sweater. Wow, you are so Canadian." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, you're incorporating it into your design subconsciously.
I guess so. Just like how you incorporated your coolness with the glasses you got there. A
sure.
cool ape.
No, don't be deceived. I'm a huge dork. Okay.
I'm
a doofus.
I mean,
Zed.
I mean, the dorks are the sexiest. Wait, isn't that a song?
Are the sexiest. These are the westiest. Way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead.
What's that from? It was.
Is that a Bean Crosby song? I think it is. It's called Way Back Home, but it was a very popular song in Fallout 3.
That's where I've heard it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Nika's sharing more. She said Zed.
Oh, Zed.
Bagged milk.
Okay, so Zed. Let me inform you guys about the word Zed. It is half used. Only sometimes we use Zed. Only sometimes we use Z. For example, the alphabet. We still use the same alphabet song as you guys. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We don't say Z on that. So we go Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? So we say Z there. We would say Z in letter combinations and number combinations. So we're like, U, V, R, T, Z, S, F. Yeah, so we'd say Z in like if we're spelling something out or saying a number or letter combination. For example, license plates.
Oh yeah.
So if you're like, oh yeah, my license plate is QZ5334Q.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know it makes sense for me to say Zed, because I know in the alphabet in German it's set, but like T at the end. Yeah, so that it makes sense to me. Because technically, like Z, there is like almost like a voiceless D accompanying it. It's like very subtle.
Z.
You can't.
Or Z or Z.
Z.
Or Z.
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 No, like, with Z, like when you pronounce a Z, like at the beginning of the word, like I don't know, like Zam or something like that. There is like a very subtle like D sound.
Zipper.
Really, yeah, zipper.
Zebra.
Something like that. Because it comes down to.
I'm glad you can think of Avril Lavigne. Vex. Oh, I totally forgot to shout out. Sanji, Ari.
Cody gotcha.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Vex. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the
Raiders.
stream. Welcome, everybody. My name is Akira Dolce. I'm Vex's Oni-chan. I'm Vex's older brother, VTuber brother. And we're having tea. We're having a nice conversation with my friend here, Ape of the Hour.
Yeah. Akira and I are like brothers.
Only closer.
But, you know.
No, we go way back. We've known each other
do.
since how long ago?
I think an exact date, I think like 2000.
It was definitely after 2008, but before 2010.
2009.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That, like, you really narrowed it down. It was after 2008, but it was before 2010. 2009.
The reason why I know is because 2008 was when I met Fred Fucks, and he introduced me to all of you. And I know it was before 2010 because that was my YouTuber voice actor era, where I was in the calls less with you guys because I was doing the YouTube voice acting stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. Reaches for the cookies also. I should have made some cookies.
I have mashed potatoes.
There you go.
In tea time, you can drink whatever the heck you want. You can eat whatever the heck you want as long as you're having a good time.
Yeah, I am having a good time. I'm gonna pour myself some tea. Oh, I think it's cast iron. It's a big Japanese style cast iron teapot.
Cast iron teapot.
Yeah, it's common. You can heat like boil water directly in this, or like put it over a fire and boil water.
Oh,
I don't. I just use it for holding tea. But can I hold your teapot? I don't know. Yeah, I'm having peach lemon tea.
Fruit tea. Is it toque or toque? T-O-Q-U-E. Oh, or is it T-O-U-Q-U-E? I don't remember, actually. It's T-O-U-Q-U-E. So both. Bites a chunk out of it.
What is toque?
A toque? Wait, are you not actually not familiar with what a toque is?
I am not. What is a toque?
A toque. So, you know, when you're going outside, it's really, really cold. And it's like, oh wow, I gotta make sure I'm warm. I gotta put my toque and mitts on, as well as my jacket.
I see.
Yeah. It's
okay, so it's like a beanie.
It's a thick woolen, usually woolen hat.
I see. Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, I grew up saying the word toque, so.
That's fair.
So when I moved to America for a little bit, I lived in America for a little bit. I would say toque, and people were so confused. I was like, "Man, I forgot my toque." I was like, "What's a toque?"
What the hell's a toque?
And I had to condition myself to stop saying toque for a bit, and I had to say hat or beanie. I was like, "This is the worst way to describe this thing."
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've had anything like that.
When you had to like condition yourself to like say something else.
Yeah, say something different. Well, me, it comes down to pronunciations. So I'm from the North Midwest, and my mom was from Ohio, and she taught me, and nobody has corrected me, to pronounce a colorful instrument that you use to draw with. You know, usually made popular by a brand such as Crayola, to pronounce it a crayon.
Oh.
But, yeah, I call it a crayon. But everybody around me is like, damn, homie, the whole squad's laughing. They point and they laugh at me, and they're like, crayon, you know there's another vowel in there. You're not pronouncing it right. And so I've like, around people, now I'm forced to say crayon.
Yes.
Which feels very unnatural to me.
I totally understand this. So
yeah.
So we had a French teacher, and she would say crayon.
crayon.
Yeah, not crayon or crayon. Crayon, like ERN.
Yeah, crayon.
Crayon, and everybody would be like, "You're saying crayon."
I mean, I've met people that say crayon.
Oh yeah.
Crayon.
Question. What do you call a pencil that is multicolored and usually used to color with? Usually for art and drawing.
Like a colored pencil?
Yes.
Yeah. Why is there another?
Do you know what we call it in Canada?
What?
We call it a pencil crayon.
A pencil crayon?
Yep.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Colored.
But the thing is that it's not made of wax, right? So it's like... So, but we call it a pencil crayon.
Interesting. I did not know that. Okay,
another one. So what do you call a folder with two little things that stick out that you can kind of push down to hold your papers in place?
A binder?
Yeah, but like, okay, so it's a specific one. Like, it's not necessarily a binder with the rings in it, right? It's two metal like slats basically, and then you can push down the slats to hold down paper. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think I do. Okay. I'm not entirely sure.
Here. I'm gonna search up the actual word that I use. Okay. What is it called? So I'm looking it up, and it's giving me what the fuck? I didn't even know about this. Oh my god. Okay. Copy image. I'm gonna send it to you over DM. I'm gonna show it on stream too. Fuck these WebMs. I can't.
I know, right?
WebPs. These WebPs, they aren't compatible with OBS. Okay, I think this one works. Okay. Yes. What do you call these?
Let's see. Folders.
Did you just call them folders?
Yeah, I call them folders.
Okay. In Canada, we call them duotangs.
Duotangs?
Yes.
What a wonderful word.
We call them duotangs.
Duotangs. Interesting. Yeah, no, for me that's just like a binder, not a folder, or like a 3-hole folder. I keep on wanting to say the word binder. I don't know why.
Yeah. But the reason why we call those duotangs is because they're a brand. Duotang was a brand of cardstock paper folders. So anything that's like made of like paper or cardstock and that holds paper, we just call them a duotang. I thought it was just this thing, but it's anything that was really made out of paper or cardstock.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's kind of like there's a word for that. It's called called genericization.
Yeah, it's like what we call a band-aid. It's not a band-aid, it's a bandage, right? It's an adhesive.
Well, yeah, the technical word that you could use for band-aid, it's called a plaster.
Yes, adhesive plaster.
You know, I've only heard British people use that term. Like Gordon Ramsay's like, why are you walking in here with a blue plaster on your thumb? Or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically, or even more specific, it's a adhesive medical strip.
Yeah, I've heard adhesive plaster, but yeah.
But yeah, like Band-Aid or like Kleenex.
Yeah, Kleenex is another one. Oh, here's a fun one. It's a Japanese thing. A stapler in Japanese is called a hochkisu.
Interesting.
And it's because when they introduced staplers into Japan, it had the word Hotchkiss on it. Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss. So they just called the stapler Hotchkiss.
Interesting.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I got really confused because there's a K-On song that's called Koi wa Hotchkiss. I was like, why is that spelled really fucking weird?
Yeah. I know in German it's just called a Hefta. A heft in German is like a notebook. So it's like a thing you use to make like packets or notebooks, like collections of paper. So that makes sense. Not to be confused with in German. I know another word for staple is a taka, but that's for like a staple gun that you like tack something on the wall.
Oh yeah. Those things fucking scare me.
I know, right?
Staple guns scare me.
They're very loud.
They're very like menacing looking too. They're like the square ones. You know what?
Yeah, I know.
Those big square ones. Oh my god.
I know. It's freaky.
Hi, E-Girl Water. Say hi to E-Girl Water.
Hi, E-Girl Water. E-Girl Water. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Vex is from Germany. So.
Really?
Yeah.
So, hello, Vex.
Eins Wein.
1, 2, Polizei, 3, 4, Grenadier, 7, 6, alte Hex. No, what? No, it's 5, 6, alte Hex, 7, 8, gute Nacht. That was it. It's a song.
The only thing in German I know is Guten Morgen, Eins, Zwei, and Gute Nacht.
Oh, there you go. You know, good morning, 1, 2,
and good night.
Good night.
I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need for German? Good morning and good night.
Good morning, good night, good morning. Imagine if that was all possible human correspondence was good morning, good night.
You can communicate anything. It's just, the only 4 things you could communicate is 1, 2, good morning and good night. I'll say like
that's all you need to know.
So you point at something. Eins, Wein.
1, 2.
Gute Nacht. Yeah, gute Nacht. 1, 2, gute Nacht. I guess that those are I think those are the only words in what is it? The Toho song. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I think so, maybe.
He foo me, he foo me, he foo me, he foo, he foo me, he foo me, he foo.
I have
Eins, Wein, guten Morgen, Ian San, in.
No, there you go.
Yeah, that song.
I see what.
Marissa stole the precious thing. That's the song.
I gotcha.
Eins, Wein.
Let's see. Trilobite says most of my German comes from Rammstein lyrics, which doesn't seem reflective. Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
True.
I actually when I started learning German, I listened to like Rammstein incessantly, like every single freaking day.
I will say music is probably the best way to get introduced into a language.
Yeah, particularly with like hearing the natural cadence and then also some pronunciation. I think that's what really helped me. As I went because when I was in high school, my first 2 years, I couldn't take German because I didn't have room for an elective. Then finally, my junior year, I had a space freed up, and so I took it. But I went into German with like all this great understanding of like pronunciation and things like that. So I did really well. I know the thing that I still struggled with was pronouncing the CH, particularly before like I or something. Akira, what are you doing?
Drinking.
I'm drinking them. Like your mouth was moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So whenever I drink, so it covers part of my mouth, so it makes my face tracking go really weird. So like here's me drinking. That was not too bad, but sometimes I'll go cross-eyed. Banana.
Banana.
Yeah. So for language, when I was starting to learn Japanese, I would listen to all my favorite songs from anime. Usually not openings and endings, but like the intro song or like the insert songs. I think they're called. You're familiar with Haruhi Suzumiya, Mr. Ape of the Hour?
Yeah, I killed her.
I forgot. That's right.
I killed her live on video. Yeah, I ripped her head off. I threw her in the bag and I beat it around. Yeah, it was great.
I forgot about that video. That's great.
Yeah. If anybody wants to know what I'm talking about, my video on Perfect Blue, you'll find out. It's great.
Go check out Ape of the Hour on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, Haruhi Suzumiya. There was the song God Knows?
I think I do.
There's a segment where Haruhi is in like a school festival, and then this one band is having problems because the one person broke her arm and can't sing or play guitar, so Haruhi filled in. And so they played a song in the middle of the show, and I listened to songs like that, insert songs and image songs, and Yeah, and then it's basically how I learned, more of the cadence, how things are pronounced.
Yeah.
And then when I decided to actually pick up Japanese, things were a little bit more familiar. And also, like, have you heard about how babies are able to pick up language, or no one say babies, but like toddlers are able to pick up languages easier because when they're around people who are speaking it, they just kind of adapt.
They do. And another thing that not many people realize, because people are like, well, I wish I was a kid again so I could learn more languages. One of the only reasons why language acquisition is so hard as an adult is because adults are very self-conscious. Kids don't care what they're saying.
Oh, I never realized that.
They'll just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk with whatever cadence they are, and they're not so worried about it. But adults are like, oh no, I gotta get this right, I gotta get this pronounced right, Well, kids don't care. They're just like, oh boy, new language.
That makes sense. And also, like, you know that one meme that's like, I made you a cookie, but I eated it.
Yeah.
When kids like screw up things like I eated it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
and a lot of that stuff is addressed in language acquisition terms. It's called recasting. Recasting is when somebody says something and then you say it back to them with the correct thing. So like a kid is like, I want the water bottle. And you're like, oh, you want the water bottle? And they're like, yes, the water bottle.
they repeat it back in perfect.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I want the water bottle. You want the water bottle? Yes, I want the water bottle.
It's a very subtle way to correct people's language, as opposed to going like, excuse me, I think you mean water bottle, sir. Or I'm like, excuse me, sir, we're in London, England. I think you mean water bottle, okay?
Water bottle.
10 out of 10 horror.
Every time I hear water bottle, I think of the one stupid remix where it's System of a Down, and they go, wow, but it's like, oh wow, bottle.
Oh, that was Disturbed. That was.
Oh, is that Disturbed?
Yeah.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
Yeah. Wow! How dare you insult the genius of Darren Malaki and Serge Tankian, Chavo. I forget Chavo's last name. And John.
Yeah, how dare you insult Ringo Starr and John Lennon and.
I mean, well, John's the drummer of System of a Down. You can insult him all you want. He's a Trump supporter.
Ooh.
But the rest, the other three, they're fine.
I usually have a hard time really getting into knowing band member names unless I really I'm really into them, not just casually into them. I could not tell you any member of Metallica other than I think his name is Lars.
Oh.
I don't even know his last name. I can't tell you anything. I enjoy Metallica. I listen to their songs every now and then, but I cannot tell you a single band member name. And some people are like, oh yeah, it's this and that. And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Well, I think most people will recognize the lead singer probably the most because kind of like the face of the band. But I know what you mean. Rammstein, they have how many musicians are part of that? They have 5 band mates, and I know Till Lindemann, he's the lead singer, and then Flake, he's the pianist. That's his nickname. I forget his actual name. Ali is the drummer, and then I think it's Richard, and I don't remember the name of the other guy.
The members of the BTS member, Jimin. Jimin 2, Jimin 3.
Jimin 3. Oppa, you look like Jimin from BTS.
I'm Filipino.
Okay. BT and S.
Yeah, so like the members of Hokago Tea Time is like the main vocalist, and the guitarist is Yui Hirasawa. She's very, very good at learning guitar. In fact, she's just learned it over the past 3 years. The bassist is Mio Akiyama, and she's very shy, and that's why she chose the bass, because it's not very flashy, but it's, you know, it's really important to the band. And the drummer's name is Ryutsu Tainaka, and she's very, very energetic, and she can't sit still. That's why she's on drums. And then they have a keyboardist. Her name is Sumugi Kotobuki, and she learned piano since she was a kid, and she always wanted to have close friends, and that's why she joined the band. And then there's this other guitarist. She's like the lead guitarist. She's so really good. She's really good. Her name is Azusa Nakano, and
But I have a question for you.
hello, yes.
How many times has Shmoogi's eyebrows turned upside down? That's what I want to know.
Last I checked, I think we're at like 300 something, but that was by episode 23 or something.
How can she do that?
How does she do it? I can kind of do it. Hey, I learned the ability actually. Ready?
Ready. Yeah. Oh, there it is!
I learned the ability to turn my eyebrows upside down.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe.
She definitely had to learn it, but because I can. Kira's eyebrows turn upside down.
Damn.
Oh, that was the stupidest bit ever. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" Like only OGs would know.
Yeah.
Did you make any stuff early on? I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you did. Like, you kind of made YouTube poops.
I did for a time, yeah. Sorry, I'm somebody's texting me.
It's all right. But yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for an early time, I made YouTube poops for a little bit, and then I made like funny little comedy videos, and then I had this other thing that I did, led by this other guy. It was like called Spoob Reviews or something like that. I don't quite remember. But yeah, that guy died, and I took over his channel for him, so it's all good.
Yeah, some of my early stuff, I'm kind of cringe at. I'm kind of upset that I got rid of it. But
I know what you mean.
Cause like, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm kind of glad it's gone, because then it kind of traces back all the shitty things I did.
Yeah, I know what you mean too.
I mean, when you're on the internet between 2006 and 2012, like it's really dicey in that sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, Mika knows I have art and bad text posts.
Yeah, bad text posts.
That's the thing about the internet, is like, it's nice to be on it, but it can also like archive like the worst time of your life. And if you're a teenager with with no filter and thinking like, I'm anonymous on the internet, you're not anonymous on the internet. You're not. You really aren't. No, sir. Yeah, but I know what you mean. It's hard. Like going back and looking at my videos, I'm like, wow. I probably shouldn't have made that joke. That was really off color. Or like, I probably shouldn't have like revealed this information about myself. Yeah. I remember. I live at 124 Contra Street. Pull up if you want the smoke. Yeah, I remember. I didn't reveal anything about like. I didn't dox myself on the internet, I don't think, but I know some people in our friend group have. Sorry. I can't look at you and say that. What? Never mind. I was like, I haven't doxed myself, but I know some of us have been doxed. Have I doxed myself? No, you haven't doxed yourself, but back in the day, we used to dox you. Wait, what? Oh wait, yeah. No, yeah. That was great. A lot of that stuff we wiped though, as best we could. So it's gone. It's gone. This is probably for the best. For the best, absolutely for the best. Yeah, but I know what you mean. I can't say it, or else I'll dox you again. I live in the jungle. The jungle is a large forested area. It's tropical. There's a lot of bananas and fruit that grow here. There are monkeys and other flora and fauna. It's an alternate dimension of the United States, but it's like on top of it, so that I can go between dimensions. The United Jungle of America. Yeah, exactly. The UJA. You know, just like there's jungles in Russia, you know, that good stuff. It lives in that big jungle near the tallest tree. Spread the word. Oh no! Mika's gonna dox me.
123 Sesame Street. Did you know
But
that?
yeah, I know that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say something about Sesame Street. Saying like, did you know Sesame Street attributed to my early childhood learning to the fact that I could read before the age of 3?
Well, that is what it set out to do, Akira. I mean, Sesame Street originally, why it was made was to provide kids who didn't have enough money to go to school, or like kids whose parents couldn't get them to school, to provide them with the means of education so that they could do it at home. So
that's why it's on.
Kids.
That's why it's on PBS Kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's free public television, or it's supposed to be. I know it's owned by HBO now, which I think is.
God, I better be free.
Yeah, it should be. It should be free. I know, like the airing rights, I think, are still by PBS, but like a lot of the new stuff that Sesame Street puts out, I think, is on HBO. But yeah, that's what it was aimed to do, is to help kids who couldn't get a normal education in public school learn the basics at home. So you could learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That was a good one.
All that good stuff.
Who is the best Sesame Street character in your opinion? I like Elmo, I guess. Elmo,
yeah.
He had his own world.
He did, yeah. Elmo's world. Mine is probably the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster is really good. I can tell you for a fact I fucking hate Big Bird.
Yeah, that guy is weird. Scruffaluffagus is cool.
Oh, I can get with Scruffaluffagus. Me and Scruffaluffagus can vibe.
Yeah,
what's wrong with Big Bird? He's a fucking baby.
He's a baby.
Isn't he canonically 3?
I don't know. I haven't really researched the deep.
Okay, so let me tell you about small things that get me pissed off, that make me irrationally angry for no reason. One of the things was, so there was a Big Bird Does Japan thing. And so what happened is that Big Bird went to Japan on a tour, got separated from his tour guide, and had to basically survive in Japan by himself. And so he's like, oh, where do I go? Where I was like, I need some help. And then he goes up to some random Japanese people and he goes, hello, can you help me? And they go, oh, Ohio. And he goes, oh, you're from Ohio. Wow, small world. I'm trying to find, and then they walk away. And then he's like, oh, I guess they can't help me. And he goes up to another person and he goes, I was like, hey, can you help me? And he goes, oh, Ohio. And then he goes, oh, you're from Ohio too. Wow. I'm like, oh my God, please clue in, Big Bird. They're not saying they're from Ohio. And then another part of that is that he goes to a restaurant because he's like, oh man, I'm hungry. I need some food. And then he goes to a restaurant and they had like display cases of fake food. Like, you know, the model kits of the food.
Oh yeah, I love those things.
So yeah, there's like some model of the food in there, and he's like, "Hi, I want this," and he points to a bowl of ramen, and he's like, "Oh, okay, you'll have to sit inside." But he says it in Japanese, and then he's like, "Excuse me, I just want to get that right there," and he points again to the bowl of ramen, and then he's like, "Please come in," and he's like, "No, I want the ramen."
I want the ramen.
I want the bowl of noodles, and then. He's like, okay, and he takes it out of the display case and hands it to him. And he's like, am I supposed to eat this? I got so fucking mad.
I want noodles, my good man. Put that stuff in my hand.
Oh, I got so mad from just watching. I was like, please, fucking clue in, fucking Big Bird. I know you're 3 years old, but fuck.
There are an unusual amount of people from Ohio here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he said.
There's a lot of people from Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, another irrational thing. This is not Sesame Street, but you know Paddington Bear?
Yes.
I got irrationally mad at Paddington Bear for having 2 birthdays.
Why?
Because he went to a fortune teller and she's like, I can tell your fortune. He's like, okay. And then she's like, what is your birthday? And he goes, I have 2 birthdays. And then she's like, you can't have 2 birthdays. What day were you born? It's like, well, I was born on this day and this day. It's like, well, you can only have 1 birthday. Which day is it? He's like, I have 2 birthdays. I was like, please, Paddington Bear, please tell him. Tell this fortune teller your birthday.
Pick one.
I got so mad. Oh, there's irrational things.
I know, right?
I just get so mad. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, but like. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of Paddington or read any Paddington when I was young.
I didn't either. There was a movie about it recently.
Yeah, I think there were 2 movies about it.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wow, that bear can go fuck off. I hate that bear. And for like the worst reason ever, it's because he said he had 2 birthdays. That's the reason why I hate him so much.
Freaking bear. Freaking 2 birthday bear. I hate that.
Trilobite actually brings up that point. I guess he's like the queen. The queen has 2 birthdays. Did you know about that?
I did not know.
So the queen has 2 birthdays because one is like her actual birthday and the other one is like, it's like President's Day, where it's like every president's birthday, but like it's not every president's birthday, you know? So there's a day dedicated to the queen, and it's like her 2nd birthday. And actually, that's the reason why Paddington has 2 birthdays, is because he doesn't know his actual birthday. Well, he did know his birthday, but when he met his family that adopted him, they decided that he should get 2 birthdays because for whatever fucking reason, I don't remember. And he chose December 24th.
December 24th.
Yeah, he chose Christmas, that motherfucker.
Wow. Crazy.
I shouldn't be calling this bear motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm just angry.
I hate this bear so much.
One birthday is the day he was born. The other is the day he hosts his VTuber birthday. We're being called out. At least I'm being called out.
Yeah.
Do you have a VTuber birthday?
Not really, no. I think I debuted back in like February or something like that, but it wasn't like a big thing.
Yeah.
I was just like, in fact, it was wrought with technical issues.
I'm here. Yeah.
Really that good.
What did you play? What did you do as your first couple streams?
What did I play? I think I played Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, the original. Sorry, I'm being texted again.
You know,
popular ape.
A popular ape.
Oh.
You know, I actually want to play Resident Evil 2 on stream. I'm really bad with horror games, but I'm thinking maybe Resident Evil 2 remake is just not scary enough that I could probably play it. I know I probably couldn't do Resident Evil 1 because of the spiders in it, I think. But I think maybe Resident Evil 2 I should be okay. We'll find out if I decide to do it ever.
I mean, Resident Evil 2 remake have the big spiders? I think they did.
Do they? Okay, maybe I won't be able to do it.
No.
I know Resident Evil 1 had the spiders.
Yes, Resident Evil 1 did. The original Resident Evil 2 did. I think Resident Evil 3 did too. I'm not entirely sure.
Like remake or original?
Original.
Akira stays in the van during Phasmophobia.
Yeah. I mean, you did initially.
Yeah, I got over it a little bit.
Yeah, when we started playing initially, he was our van guy.
I was so good at the van. I'm still good at being van guy.
Oh yeah, RE4 has.
Yeah,
RE4 does have spiders, but they're very small and you can kill them immediately.
I can play Resident Evil 5 because I did that on stream. And I could probably do Resident Evil 6. So I think 4, 5, and 6, because they're less horror-y and they're more action-y, I think it's I think that's the reason why I can handle those a lot better.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I wanna try to play a horror game though. I think that's one of my goals now.
I think like Resident Evil is a good like way in because it's not. I mean it can be scary, but not super.
So it's not like. So I've watched a gameplay of Fear, where there's like this, the little girl doing little girl things in horror movies. I fucking can't do it. I can't do it. And things that pop up on the screen suddenly, like, whoa, you know, I can't do that. Jump scares, I can't handle jump scares at all. My early experience of phasmophobia was to test out if ghosts were hostile to Uwu speak.
Well, I know they finally updated it so that Phasmo understands other languages.
Yes, that's nice though.
The weird thing is though that the ghosts respond in English to all of them. Like I was trying out the German one, and I'm like, "Bist du hier?" And he's like, "Far."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was watching some Japanese VTubers play it, and they go like, "Apire kudasai," and they're like, "Far." Boy, child,
boy, boy,
adult.
child. Yeah, of course they've changed the audio now, so it's not so like computery.
Yeah.
Because before it was just like boy,
Yeah.
here,
Adult.
girl, adult. Yeah,
Kill.
things like that. Now it's like much more like spooky. It's like boy,
Kill. Yeah.
things like that.
It's like all whispery.
Yeah, exactly. Like a ghost.
Like a ghost, yeah.
Ghost.
I'm trying to think of some like pathetic horror moments that was like really I couldn't, like, I just couldn't handle. And even though it wasn't scary, for example, I guess I played Nier Replicant recently on stream.
Yeah.
And there's a segment in that game that that emulates the camera style of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the originals.
Interesting.
And you're like in a haunted house. There's nothing scary that happens in there, but the atmosphere is so scary that I had to take like breaks every like 5 minutes.
I know what you mean. It can be pretty stressful. I think the big thing I know about the first Resident Evil is that it aimed to be very isolating, because you're like the only person in this big mansion.
I think that's honestly that's really scary. Being alone and having something there, like, you know, you're not sure what is there, but you knowing something is there, I think is terrifying. Horror.
Yeah. It's the anticipation.
Yeah, I think anticipation really kills me. I wonder why that is though.
I don't know. It's terror. It's like trying to figure out what's gonna happen.
Did I tell you about? I talk about this all the time. But are you familiar with the backrooms?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the backrooms?
I don't find them scary, but I find them interesting.
I'm fucking terrified of it.
Of the backrooms.
It's because it's the anticipation part, like you said. Like, there is something in there, and then when things are changing constantly, but like nothing is changing at the same time, that is terrifying to me. That is horrifying.
Yeah, I know, it is really scary.
You can handle some horror games, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not a weenie. No offense. No,
That's
no,
okay.
No offense.
It's okay. I'm a pretty big weenie, and I'll embrace it. You can put me between some two buns. I'll be like, hey, I'm a hot dog.
Hot dog.
So what is some of the scary stuff that you've done, that you've played?
I mean, I've played all the Resident Evil games. I really want to get into the Silent Hill games. I have Silent Hill 2, but I have not gotten around to playing yet. I really should, because it's like really critically acclaimed. Everybody is like, oh my god, Silent Hill 2 is like one of the best video games of all time. In terms of other scary games, I haven't really, other than like maybe Phasmo, or you know what I was playing recently that freaked me out.
What's that?
So I've been playing. I really love the game Neon White.
Oh yeah.
The guy who made that game, Ben Esposito, I like to call him the developer with no name, because he's belonged to so many different companies under so many different titles. Because he made the Sonic Dreams collection.
Oh.
He made Tattletale. He made Donut Country, and then he also made a Neon White. But I was playing Tattletale because I had never played it before. People really loved it. for a time because it came out around the same time that like Five Nights at Freddy's was really popular.
Oh yeah.
I cannot play that game.
Really?
It freaks me. It is too stressful. Because the whole, have you played or seen any
No,
footage of Tattletale?
I'm completely unaware of Tattletale.
Oh, really? So basically, Akira, imagine if you have to sneak through a dark house while a creature is lurking to get you, and you have a Furby.
Oh, and the Furby can go off at any time?
Yes, that is the horrifying part. So, like, you're walking around trying to avoid this creature, which is basically a giant killer Furby called Mama, and you're trying to walk around, but then you have this little Tattletale, which is like a Furby, and it's just going like, "Bring me a treat! Bring me a treat! I want to play! I want to play!" Or when it's scared, it's like, "Ah, ah." And it's so stressful because you're like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
I don't, yeah, no. Oh my god. Actually, now that you bring it up, like the Furby part, I think I may have seen somebody play it, but I wasn't familiar with the name. Let me just go look it up again real quick. Tattletale, you said?
Yeah, Tattletale. It's spelled,
like tail as in... I did see somebody play this game. I think it was Vinny Vinesauce who played this.
He probably did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing this now.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm not for it.
Yeah, I know. And, like, I thought I'd be okay. Like, I'd be like, okay, I'll try it out. But I don't like games that put pressure on you.
Oh yeah. So
that's one thing.
How do you feel about Majora's Mask then?
Well, the thing about Majora's Mask is you can kind of control the flow of time to slow it down, so to the point where it's like basically negligent. But you also can reset it, and you just lose a few things. You don't have to start all over necessarily. So it's not that bad. But something like Pikmin, like the first Pikmin game, that really stressed me out.
Yeah, Pikmin 1 kind of stressed me out a little bit, and then I think it's once you get good at the game, the stress is relieved a little bit. I think that's why I can do that Pikmin 1. I don't think I could have done it when I first played it, but yeah. The stress of time stress is one thing actually. Like, you need to get this done before this amount of time, or else bad things will happen.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, there's a really cool game called Refund Me If You Can. Have you heard of it?
I have not, no.
So, Refund Me If You Can is a game that it is meant to be returned if you can beat it in 2 hours. So, are you familiar with Steam's return policy?
Yeah, I think you can return it within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, so if you've purchased a game, and you have played less than 2 hours, you can return it basically. So if you, so the goal of this game, of Refund Me If You Can, is to beat the game within 2 hours, and then, so once the 2 hour timer is up, because it'll count when you boot it up, right? When you boot it up, it starts this timer immediately, and if that timer hits 0, you cannot beat the game. It'll be impossible to beat.
Jeez.
And it's a horror game. I'm not exactly sure what you do in the horror game, but I just know that like you have to like play this horror game, try to beat it within 2 hours, and refund it. And that's the objective of the game. Oh,
interesting.
I'm not sure what happens after the 2 hour mark. I think maybe the monster like kills you constantly, but or there's no exit or something. But yeah.
What if you don't refund it? What if you want to keep it?
You can keep it. You can keep it, but it's designed to be refunded. It's so interesting. Mr. Popular over here.
Popular. Yeah, sorry.
I was like, he's probably texting somebody right now.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound flippant or anything. Somebody's.
No, it's okay. No, you're a busy ape. You're a busy ape.
Popular.
I pulled you at an inconvenient time where
That's okay.
not ideal, but
yeah, I gotcha.
Have we really been going for an hour and 42 minutes? We have, huh?
I know.
Wait, what?
It's crazy.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. Is my timer off? What time is it for you right now?
It is 5:42.
Did we start late?
Maybe. I mean, I was checking the time, and you like I went like, wait a minute. It's been an hour and 42 minutes.
That means we started at wait. I guess we did start late. Wait, what? 3?
I guess
Oh,
so.
yeah. I had it slated for 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my bad. I was going off of, he's like, oh yeah, starting at 3. It's like, oh yeah, 3 my time. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. We started late. We started.
It's okay.
And then you're like, oh wait, we still have an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, we still do have an hour.
You still do?
That's fine. I was like, wait a second. I got my sense of time just got completely thrown out the window there.
Yeah. One moment. I'll be right back. I have to use the facilities.
All right.
In the meantime, enjoy this.
Oh god. Ape of the reality. He's kind of got cute eyes. I wonder why he doesn't use this one often. I like how I started late though. I don't like it, but like I realized like, wait a second. I think this ties into the time thing. Is that why I noticed the time? That could be probably the reason. Anyways, time. Have you guys heard about the time warden of time? Can I teach you about our Lord and Savior, Crony Oro? There's a Furby organ. Are you guys familiar with the long Furbies? I actually know the person who makes those. I'm not like besties with them, but I know them. Like I've seen them and talked to them before. Are you okay, Prismaya? He's just chilling. He's just chilling as I'm drinking my Coca-Cola. I'm like half finished my Coca-Cola now. I like how it's tea time. And here I am drinking Coca-Cola. Monkey. Recently, I've been obsessed with a particular meme. Are you guys familiar with the breakdancing cat? Because I can't fucking stop watching. In fact, I have a tab open right now. I have a tab open right now of this thing. You hear this? You hear this? It's the breakdancing cat. I just have a tab open from it. Wow. If you drink cola out of a teacup, I feel like, okay, there are certain things that have to be eaten or drank out of a certain content, or else it just feels wrong. For example, spaghetti in a bowl. I cannot drink spaghetti. I cannot eat spaghetti in a bowl. Drink your spaghetti. Come on, Akira. Drink your spaghetti. I can't eat spaghetti out of a bowl. It has to be a plate. I will not drink my spaghetti. You know how ice cream has to be on a cone? And like, it's okay if it's in a bowl. It's all right. But like, ideally, it should be eaten on a cone. Like if you poured cola into a coffee mug, there's nothing wrong with that, technically. It just feels wrong. Something to eat. I don't know, it's like trying to think of something. I don't know, like if you had a grilled cheese in a bowl, but like that wouldn't make any sense. Like or like a soup on a plate. Impossible to eat. It's not the fact that it feels wrong that just that you can't. Bowl denier, tell us how did the bowl hurt you? I dropped it on my fingers and it really freaking hurt. No, it's fine. Bowls are fine. Honestly, bowls are for cereal. Bowls are for like, I don't know, soups. Bowls are for serving. Bowls are good for serving things. Like if you had a bowl of mashed potatoes, you wouldn't just eat the bowl of mashed potatoes. You would serve it onto a plate first. Bowls are for cows. That's some bullshit. Ha! Got 'em. I don't know. Cookies in a jar? But you don't really eat. You don't eat them off the jar though. Out of the jar. You kind of take your hand and pull them out, right? So it doesn't really count. It's things that you eat off of the silverware. Serving is like spaghetti. Yeah, you serve spaghetti in a bowl and you put it on a plate. I had a bowl of mashed potatoes. I mean, it's fine, really. It's not ideal. You can have a bowl of mashed potatoes. Is it ideal on the plate? Yes. Can you eat in the bowl? Absolutely. Oh, I feel like you put like pasta salad on a plate. That doesn't feel right. Pasta salad belongs in a bowl. Salads belong in a bowl. If you put salad on a plate, that feels wrong. Don't drink your cookies. Do not drink your cookies from the cookie jar. I just had like a sudden like hit of like nostalgia, like memories came flooding back to me as soon as I said cookie jar. Are you guys familiar with Mary-Kate and Ashley? There's a song. Who said the cookies from the cookie jar? You? Yes, you. Me? Not me. Then who? Couldn't be. Mary-Kate and Ashley kind of have a cursed cursed life. Being a child star must be like really hard. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Was it you? No. Couldn't be. Then who? I don't know. There's that pizza song. Pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza. Put it on the pizza. Not a lot of child stars grow up well, yeah.
P-I-Z-Z-A.
Give me pizza.
P-I-Z-Z-A. I remember that.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
You know, there's a lot of songs about pizza, now that I think about it. You know that, Angry Muffins, olive chives. Pepperoni,
Yeah.
angry mushrooms, olive chives.
That is Chicken Stew by System of a Down.
Yeah, it's got pizza in it. And there's that one song, We Love Pizza. It's been like that kid group from, I think it was Sweden.
I think so. I don't know.
We like pizza. I like pizza pepperoni. Mozzarella and anchovy. We love pizza. We love pizza. Why do songs for kids go hard?
I don't know.
Baby Shark?
I guess
Fuck.
they wanted to slam.
Wheels on the bus? Wheels on the bus? The Pizza Kids? They copyright struck a streamer? No. How dare the Pizza Kids do this to me? The Finger family? Oh, mommy finger. How do you do? I am not secretly 6, okay? I'm a 6-year-old that hates 3-year-old Big Bird. Was this a little date? This is tea time. Mari Bear, this is tea time where we just kind of shoot the shit. Ape of the Hour is here with me to talk about whatever the heck hits our brains. So I guess this is kind of like a date.
Yeah, I guess so. Except you haven't kissed me yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I remember back in the day, everyone was like, "Oh, Kira, you're such a male model. Whatever happened to that, huh? How come I'm not a male model anymore?"
I mean, we stopped that because you thought you didn't like that.
Oh, I don't.
Then what? Then why are you complaining? It doesn't make sense.
I'm just bugging. It's yeah. Yeah, I guess this one of the big things is just us. Like I was a little self-conscious about it. Like the attention is one thing, and being like, "Oh, you're so attractive." I don't know. It felt. I don't know. It might have been felt a little disingenuous when everybody was saying it.
Yeah.
But if you guys were like serious about it, like that's very flattering. But at the same time, I'm like, please don't.
Please don't.
You know, like when you're good at something and then you're like just kind of embarrassed about being good at something.
Yeah.
Like League of Legends.
Yeah.
I am not like a model though. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
No.
Self-consciousness hour, yes. Is there anything that you're self-conscious about? You don't have to reveal anything too hard, but like.
Self-conscious about? I don't know. Nothing jumps to mind immediately.
I'm definitely an overachiever sometimes. I need to do things perfectly, or else like I'll be like, no, I'm a failure. But like honestly, like you can't do everything perfectly every single time. So like, you know, it's kind of setting yourself to an impossible standard. But like if I'm not good at something and people ask me to do something, or I say I can do it, I can't do it, I get really self-conscious. I guess that's what makes streaming a little bit hard for me. Is that like I need to like I feel like I need to be good at the game that I'm playing. But obviously it's like I know for a fact that it's not the case.
Yeah.
A lot of people just show up here because like I'm very chill and easy to talk to, and like no, it's about my gameplay. I gotta be good.
Yeah. I think about it that way too. Like I'm very self-conscious about how I play video games, and if I struggle, I'm like, I promise I'm a pro gamer. I promise.
I'm compensating, okay?
Okay, I'm compensating, okay? Everybody else is distracting me.
Sometimes it's just really hard to play a game and talk at the same time. Like people don't really think about it, but like if you're playing a really hard fighting game, like you gotta focus on what you're doing, right? And like it's hard to be entertaining and like playing your best.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to do both at the same time. You know, we're only human.
Yeah, like rubbing your belly.
You're only human.
Like rubbing your belly and patting your head. Who the heck?
Yeah, exactly.
While jumping on one leg and telling a funny joke. Oh, funny about you know WarioWare, the micro games one.
Yeah.
So funny story. One of the things was to do a micro game while saying your favorite proverb. Do you know what the story?
I don't think so.
So I was playing with Cool Mustache Tangelo, who's actually working on one of my emotes right now. So I'm getting new emotes, by the way. And Prismaya actually. And we were playing a game together, and it was like say a proverb that you like while playing this micro game. So I did, and while I was focusing trying to play it, I said, "Choose a job you love, and you'll work a day."
Choose a job you'll love and you'll work a day and never again.
Yes. When obviously the proverb was, choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Yeah, I just said you'll work a day.
I think that's Confucius, if I'm not mistaken. It could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always think of that one, Cody. You give a man a fish a day, teach a man to fish. Yeah, give a man a
who said that?
Fish. You give a man a fish, you teach him for you feed
him.
What is it?
You feed him for a day.
You feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. That's Confucius. I know. That's a Confucius proverb.
Have you tried the cinnamon dolce latte from Starbucks? Yes, I enjoy that drink a lot.
I have not. Admittedly, I do not drink a lot from Starbucks.
Starbucks is expensive. That's why I just drink from my own store.
Yeah, I brew my own stuff.
The one drink that I know you've had from Starbucks was a passion tea lemonade.
Yeah.
Because I remember your parents were like, "Hey, let's get our little ape child a nice drink from Starbucks." And yeah, they asked the barista working, "Hey, what's a good drink for our child?" And they
for our son.
Yeah.
I need to know.
For our son. And what I'm assuming because the passion tea has no caffeine, I wanted to assume that they maybe thought you were like 5 years old. I want to assume that.
I don't know.
Because I know as a barista, a lot of people will say like, "Is there anything non-caffeinated for my child to drink?" And I usually just say like, you can give them one of these Italian sodas. It's not too high on caffeine, or you can have some herbal teas. Those are caffeine free. We can just steam some milk for them.
Yeah.
And then, so like, yeah, there's a lot of people that just come by and be like, I want a drink for my kid that has no caffeine. And
I don't think, the thing is, so my parents have not referred to me as their child since I was like 12. They'll say like, "Yeah, we're getting it for our son," and maybe the guy misinterpreted.
Yeah.
But I mean, admittedly, I don't really drink that much coffee. I'm not really a coffee drinker.
That's fair.
It's kind of heavy for me. I was like explaining this where like, what's it? You know how when you drink coffee, like I almost like said coffee.
I heard that. I heard it.
When you drink, I'm not from New York. Okay, I promise you. I just
your
like
coffee and your drawers.
When you drink coffee, sometimes you feel that like jolt of caffeine.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a shiver. It's like some like somebody creeps you out and you're like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
That's how it feels like to me.
So here's the funny thing about me and coffee. I realized this recently after working as a barista for a long time now. The caffeine affects me. I used to think that caffeine didn't affect me. It does. It 100% does. But it makes my body basically work faster, but doesn't make my brain work faster. Like, it doesn't affect my brain very much at all, but it affects my physical body. And when I have coffee, I don't feel like I don't get jumpy, I don't get jitters, whatever. My body is just working faster. So I will lay in bed and my heart rate will be going like crazy, and I'll be like, "Wow, I can't fucking sleep," or my mind is tired as hell.
Yeah, no.
I'll be sitting there being like, "Why can't I sleep? I'm so exhausted."
It holds you hostage.
It really does. But yeah, that's what I realized.
That happens to me too.
And I realized that like, I'll just drink coffee before stream, and I'll be wakeful, I'll be very entertaining, I'll be full of energy. No, I'm still the same fucking brain processing power. I'm just fucking moving at 50 times speed. All right. We've had a good time here, Ape of the Hour. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We've been at it for 2 hours now.
Oh my.
Yes. Crazy.
2 hours of chat.
Yeah. That's how tea time goes, baby. All right.
I guess so.
Do you wanna outroduce yourself?
Sure. So to those that are still hanging around and don't know who I am Ape of the Hour. I make stuff on the internet. I have a Twitter account. It's at Ape of the Hour. I have a YouTube account. It is Ape of the Hour. I have a podcast, which I think we're gonna talk about, but we completely forgot.
Yeah, so
That's
actually,
okay.
you brought up the fact that you're a stuff maker, and I wanted to transition that into your podcasts, but eventually we got sidetracked completely and went completely off track.
And that's fine. But yeah, I do that over on Podbean if you want to check it out. I stream. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be playing all the first 3 Pajama Sam games on stream. If you want to check me out there. Thanks that the only guy I know for shouting me out in the chat there. And yeah, I'll be playing that tomorrow. And then what else do I do? I think that's it. I think I've covered everything.
Yeah, I just want to add to that podcast thing. I actually listen to Ape of the Hours podcast very often. And
thank you for your listenership.
They are good. You've got some good opinions. You've got some great advice. You've got some great insight. Some nice facts thrown in there as well. So if you just want something to enlighten your brain a little bit on whatever topic, go honestly check it out. It's real good.
Yeah, and they're not long. They're like short little podcasts.
Yeah, some are like 40 minutes. Some are 20 minutes. I think there's the longest one you've had. I think is an hour and 30.
Yeah, I think that was the one where I interviewed you and Kimmy about V2.
Oh, yeah. I appeared on Ape's podcast, so check that one out too.
Yeah, and it's actually, I think it was actually before you debuted too. So if you want to see,
I think it was a week after I debuted actually.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, it was lovely chatting with you and drinking various beverages and talking about bananas.
That was honestly one of my favorite parts is banana talk.
Banana talk. That's I'm gonna steal your idea for tea time. I'm gonna call it banana talk.
See, I was thinking about renaming tea time to Barista Banter.
Barista Banter. That's a good one too. There you go. Well, I'm gonna make banana banter, and then you're gonna have to steal it
collab.
from me. There you go. Collab banana banter.
Barista banana banter.
There you go.
All right. So if you guys haven't done so already, if you guys are following me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I stream tea time. I guess Barista Banter maybe. I try to do it every week, but sometimes I don't. Every month I do karaoke. Check back tomorrow. We're doing some crazy karaoke, some summertime karaoke.
Nice.
So if you're into some entertainment, please check that out. I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter. Please go follow those. I have the links in the chat now.
There.
And yeah, I play video games. I'm a variety streamer.
Yeah.
All right.
As am I.
Ape, do you have anybody you want to raid right now? Is there anybody online?
Let me check Twitch. I have the Twitch chat open, but I don't have the actual website open. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Oh, well, what do you know? Our good friend Hibby's streaming. Yeah, he's playing Fortnite.
Okay, we are going to be hosting
and drinking cola.
Oh, we're going to be hosting some Hibby.
There you go.
Okay. So our raid message for today, guys, I'll tell you from now on, would be, are you winning, son? And if you're subbed, you can use the emotes. I like to use little dancing emotes. So the raid message is, are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
Kira walking in with like a pipe in his mouth. Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son? I love that so much. I say it to every time I walk into somebody's stream.
There you go.
All right. Any last words? Any final sayings? Any words? Parting words?
I don't know.
No.
Do not accept the world for what it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be. Winston Overwatch.
Wait, that monkey?
Yeah, well, that was like some quote from Overwatch. I don't remember.
Oh, that's a really nice quote, actually.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I have no idea what time it is for you guys. I'm just happy you have a good time. Have a good, everybody. Have a good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.